Warning, the following scene is played by anime characters and would be extremely dangerous if attempted by actual humans.
Been a while since I last did one of these videos, huh? Recently, it's been announced that the shoujo manga A Girl and Her Guard Dog is going to be getting an anime adaptation in October of this year. The story follows Isaku Senagaki, a girl born into a Yakuza family who lost her parents when she was young. Her grandfather takes her in and puts her under the protection of his bodyguard when she reaches high school, Keiya Uto. What started as mere duty and loyalty later turns into genuine affection when both of them realize they're catching feelings for one another. And much like a rash that never goes away, Twitter threw a massive fit over the announcement. Mainly because of the age gap between the two characters, with Keiya being stated to be 26 years old and Isaku still being a high school student. Now obviously in a real world setting, this would be unacceptable, but since this stays in the realm of fiction, it's fine despite the subject matter. But since Twitter is full of sub-functional wastes of life, they treat this entire story as an affront to God. And they make me want to use this image unironically. If you haven't learned to hate yet, you will after this video. Can we get a good shoujo romance anime without any predators, please? You could always look for one yourself, unless you're so inept that you can't even use a search engine properly. Stuff like Ouran High School Host Club exist. All it takes is the bare minimum of effort of searching. The overused FBI open up meme. Ma'am, this isn't Reddit. If you still use this meme in regards to fictional characters, your opinion deserves to be discarded. Pro shippers explaining why it's okay for someone to be attracted to a baby. Yeah, I'll take shit that never happened for 500. Also, that comment is completely unrelated to the material being discussed. Man, you suck at life so much you can't even pull off being stupid right.
You fucking dumb piece of shit.
Ignoring the crazy title, what is this panel from the manga I just found? Keiya decides to play the role of Isaku's daddy. Hope this helps.
Hey, Dad?
Don't call me Dad, it turns me on too much.
And of course, we have idiots that don't know what the word pedophilia means. If you keep misusing such a term like this, I wish nothing but the worst for you. If something like Urban Dictionary gets the definition of pedophile correct, you have no reason to misuse it yourself.
Sit the hell down!
Incoming people who don't shower to tell you this is actually peak fiction and how dare you disrespect anything from the Holy Land, Japan. Nice straw man you have there, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Now this is literally just romanticized pedophilia. Use words the right way, you waste of sperm. At this point, I just tune out anybody that says normalize or romanticize. They never use the words right. And whatever piss poor arguments they do have is reliant on people being as impressionable or stupid as them. If you're over the age of 5 and still rely on fiction to tell you what's right and wrong, you have no morals.
Get fucked!
Thankfully, some people in the comments are sane. This one shows how dumb the performative outrage over this anime is. This one also shares my grievances of pedophile being used as a cookie-cutter insult rather than a serious term. And now for the peak of stupidity in this thread. Dear pro shippers, how are you getting mad at us for being against a TV show depicting pedophilia in a positive light? Like, that can't possibly be considered a good thing. It's actually sending a terrible message across to real people. It's not just a drawing. It objectively is, dumb fuck. And as I said before, not everybody is as impressionable or as stupid as you. You're well within your right to find the series in poor taste or not want to watch it, but believing that it could be harmful to this extent is absolutely asinine. Dear Auntie, engaging with a post just impulses it into more TLs. If you really were concerned about this, you wouldn't be interacting so much. What you're doing is trying to show moral superiority over some cartoon you don't like. You're helping it get consumed by more people. He continues on, the more engagement, the more help. The only argument you need is that things in media don't need to tell people with a healthy moral compass how something is bad, and that consuming certain media doesn't affect one-to-one viewers' behavior. Fiction can affect reality in the sense that it can make you feel emotions. It doesn't coerce you to do violent and deplorable things. That applies to people with the bare minimum of common sense, not the average person on Twitter, or any social media platform for that matter. My main concern is I'm afraid of a younger person watching this anime, letting it make them believe grooming is okay, leading them into possibly letting themselves get groomed.
Pardon?
I have seen my fair share of brain-dead people like Streamline Workshop and Duchess Celestia. You and their even more sub-functional follower bases are just as bad. I have nothing to debate them with. They aren't worth the effort. I'll either sound like a broken record or they'll just ignore it. They only throw a shit fit over things like a girl and her guard dog because it gives them the attention that their parents deprive them of. That absolutely doesn't happen. You're literally using the same argument as video games cause violence. Fictional media is not responsible for creating someone's morals. And before some late-term abortion comes along to say it's not an apt comparison, violent urges and sexual urges are not the same, but both of them can be controlled. And both arguments stem from thinking the average person has such piss-poor common sense and morals. If you think otherwise, you are stupid beyond comprehension and or you watch too much porn. Oh, and they're apparently 17. No wonder people don't take them seriously. Apparently minors can never have opinions ever again. No, they just should never be taken at face value because 99% of the time they're always misinformed. God, I fucking hate children. Yeah, not smart enough to vote, not smart enough to drink, not smart enough to consent, not smart enough to have opinions worth sharing or listening to. It's just that simple. Also, Jolene profile pic, why are you a fan of a franchise like JoJo, which has things like Jolene's strip search, characters like Forever the Orangutan and Alessi, and characters forcing themselves upon others even in the most recent iteration of the series? But Alec, the context... Don't fucking test me! They never cared about context before, they won't start now. Thank all that's unholy that people like Discourse Catharsis exist. To everyone freaking out about this, no one's forcing you to watch it. Seriously, no one is holding you hostage and forcing you to watch this. Watch another anime that's more your taste. You don't need to be so damn dramatic about it. It's so performative. Couldn't have said it better myself. Fiction allows people to explore dynamics and relationships that shouldn't happen in real life. Depictions of unhealthy relationships shouldn't be censored. Completely agreed. This user provides a thread of several kinds of media that have age gap relationships, proving once again that an auntie's worries shouldn't be considered and are full of shit. I probably will give A Girl and Her Guard Dog her chance if only because Izuku is voiced by Akari Kito, and she voices one of my favorite characters from Love Live Nijigasaki. I'm sorry for such a long wait between videos, and I'm happy for all of you that stuck around. I'm slowly getting back into the swing of things, but until then, I'll see you in the next video.